Did you know some facts you learned growing up are actually completely wrong? Number 16. The dark side of the moon isn't actually dark. We only see one side of the moon because it's tidally locked to Earth. But as the moon orbits the sun, both sides get sunlight. So the dark side is really just the far side. Number 15. People love to say the Egyptian pyramids were built by slaves, but historians have found strong evidence that they were built by paid, skilled workers. They lived in organized villages and were well fed compared to most people at the time. Some crews even left funny names behind, like ancient construction teams signing their work. Number 14. Those beautiful white Greek and Roman statues you see in museums? They look white and elegant, but they weren't white at all. They were actually painted in bright colors. Ancient artists loved bold reds, blues, and gold details. Over centuries, the paint faded away, leaving only the stone behind. Number 13. The sun isn't actually yellow. The sun produces all visible colors of light, which together look white. But Earth's atmosphere scatters blue light, which makes the sun appear yellow from the ground. Number 12. Bees shouldn't be able to fly. That idea came from early airplane physics, not insect science. Airplanes use fixed wings, but bees use rapid wing, flapping, and air vortices to stay in the air. Their flight actually makes perfect sense once you study insect aerodynamics. Number 11. Bats aren't actually blind. 70% of bats use echolocation to navigate. But every bat has working eyes. Fruit bats have strong night vision. So saying someone is blind as a fruit bat would actually be a compliment. Number 10. Life expectancy in the Dark Ages wasn't that short. People didn't die at 30. Infant mortality skewed the average. If you made it to adulthood, you could live well into your 60s. Number 9. SOS doesn't actually stand for anything. It's not save our souls or save our ship. SOS was picked because it couldn't be confused for anything else. The letters are easy to recognize in Morse code. 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots. Number 8. Wi-Fi doesn't stand for anything either. You might have thought that it's short for wireless fidelity, since Hi-Fi stands for high fidelity. But it was chosen out of a list of brand names to replace the much less catchy technical term IEEE 802.11b, direct sequence. Number 7. You don't need to wait 24 hours to report a missing person. The first 72 hours are critical in finding a missing person, so blowing the first 24 hours could be a grave mistake. Number 6. Vikings never wore horned helmets. Real Viking helmets were simple. Horns would have been impractical in battle. They could get caught on stuff and knocked off. The horned helmet is strictly fan fiction. Number 5. That laughing Buddha statue with the big belly? That's not actually Buddha. The real Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, was a spiritual teacher who lived a life of meditation and simplicity. The smiling, round-bellied figure people recognize is actually a Chinese folk hero named Budai, a symbol of happiness and abundance. Two completely different people that just got mixed up over time. Number 4. You know how people say muscle soreness is caused by lactic acid buildup? That's not actually true. Lactic acid usually clears out of your muscles within a couple hours after exercise. The soreness you feel the next day actually comes from tiny tears in your muscle fibers, which is part of how muscles grow stronger. That's why workouts hurt less as you get more experienced. Number 3. The Salem Witch Trials didn't involve people being burned at the stake. That image mostly comes from movies and stories about European witch trials. In Salem, 19 people were executed by hanging, several died in prison, and one man named Giles Corey was crushed under heavy stones during interrogation. Still horrifying. Just different from what most people imagine. Number 2. Bro. AR-15 doesn't mean assault rifle. The name actually stands for Armalite Rifle, after the company that originally designed it. It's one of those terms people assume they know the meaning of, but don't. And finally, number 1. When someone is cremated, the urn doesn't actually contain ashes. After cremation, what's left are mostly bone fragments, not ash. Those bones are placed into a machine called a cremulator, which grinds them into a fine powder called cremains. That's a fun fact you can tell Grandma next time you see the urn full of Grandpa's cremains. If you learned something new today, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for your support.